So, you guys ready to die?
No.
No.
Alright, ladies. Feel free to laugh and comment as you please, but show's about to get on the road. Chance, you hear that sound thrumming in the back? It's the sound of shovels hitting the pavement. Rain starts to fall from the sky like tears. A half-moon circle of lesser casters stand before you, hesitating with a name like fire on the tips of their tongues. Van Richten. The Slayer has been a blight to this land of ancient blood, and yet, if they could kill his little protege, the Huntress, for them it would mean a grand victory. But Chance, you're a survivor. But that don't mean you're any kind of innocent. Your name is an echo of hatred burning in their hearts, a reflection of their dark god, the man in black. The look in their eyes tells you there's a bounty on your head. Gold is the coin in your pocket. There must be, with the way they're licking their chops, staring down a fine opportunity. So here's the deal. Your muscle is bound and downed on the sidelines. There's 6 of them, 6 wolves, and 1 of you. The odds are slim, but you're a man who knows power. Power from the sky itself. But they know power from that soulless black earth, and only time will tell which of these 2 forces come out alive. Now, I want you to take notes here, because I'm about to give you the lowdown.
Sure thing.
There's a moment in a fight where the adrenaline kicks in and the world starts to slow down. Your eyes look left. There are 2 male druids here. They grip their bloody cudgels. One is ready. The other looks to the wolves at his side. They look hungry. The third seems to dance a little more precariously with the idea of crossing you both. Despite their numbers, she has heard the stories. She saw you at Yesterhill. She levels with someone who meets her gaze across the way. Chance, your eyes look right. This is the druid that triggered the trap. She locks eyes with her friend, a pair of rabid, emaciated wolves at her side. She shares a momentary look of concern with her friend, but nods confidently and turns her eyes to you. Beside her are another pair of witches, Vistana witches to be certain. They both have bloodlusted looks in their eyes and a strange sense of pride. The one on the end wears a curled smile. Her eyes are set on the Huntress, and more than that, a big, beautiful blue sapphire with little diamonds and a silver chain hangs from her neck. Well, well, well. If it isn't Barovia's most wanted. A pair of voices speaking in alarmingly perfect synchronicity taunt from the shadows of the tree line. From the center of the half-circle limps a 7th druid. Someone you've seen before, actually. The conjoined siblings. They brandish a rusted butcher's knife, and they know you, Chance. They too saw you on Yesterhill. And this is how it goes. We know how this is going to end. Save us the trouble, and let the earth take you. Chance? What do you do?
He kind of like he's sizing them up, and I think he's kind of taking a moment to really look over kind of everyone present and kind of gauging his situation. He's just like, for a bunch of druids, you're right shit at reading the weather, aren't you? And there's like this little flash of indignance. And he's like, "You didn't see that there's a storm coming." And he'll take a moment just to kind of look back to Ez. And, I'm not leaving you, Ez. Hold on. And, he'll turn back. And I think, if he has the moment here, I mean, I imagine he's being watched by everybody, but he's going to, start casting a spell.
Chance, the moment you utter your words is the moment everybody moves. I need everyone to roll initiative.
This is the moment. This is the make or break. I don't have inspiration. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. That'll do.
Chance, by some goddamn luck, you are going first.
Oh man. Okay, let me read exactly this. Okay. I believe. All right. So, as he's kind of standing surrounded, he's just swirling this wind around him, and it just kind of picks up his step. As the very first thing he does in all of this is a casting. He begins to move very fast. In fact, as this even like he's casting it, the winds pick up, and as his bonus action, he's able to actually fly another 10 feet, just from the sheer gust of wind that lifts him and drops him nearby. And as he's feeling a little hastened, he kind of looks at the others. He says, "Well, if you gotta come after me, I'm not gonna make it easy. I get to fight back, yeah?" And kind of like a hop skip to his step as he's running backwards, he just turns and books it. As an action, I was right. I think I was right here or something like that. Right about.
Yeah, something like that.
And I get to move another 90 feet. Womp. He's just going to kind of get some distance right about in here. Let me see. Yeah.
That will work.
He'll get
You're
some
moving through
distance.
difficult terrain as well. Every
Okay.
time you see a tree or a sloping area, it's going to... That isn't spaced more like this. The harsher the slope,
that's
the more
totally
difficult the terrain.
Well, I tell you what, I will use the dash action then to ignore that difficult terrain
You got it.
with my mobile feet. So he's kind of like leaping over the hills and just vaulting tree limbs. And I believe that is his turn to just kind of position as best as he can here. That was action, bonus action, extra action, and movement. I'll move just another little 10 feet back. Why not? Okay.
End of turn?
That'll be it. End of turn.
The Vistana with the beautiful blue sapphire does not go after you, but instead marches straight up to Ezmerelda. Well. Quelle son avenir. And her knives come down on the lone Vistana. Oh my god. I don't know how this is humanly possible, but somehow Ez is... Despite her being grappled by these things, she kind of twists and turns in these roots and doesn't get hit by these swords. Alright. The druid is next. Send the wolves after him. We have our prize now. And this one's going to move towards Ez. Next up, Vistana Spy. Going to reposition over here. Next up, we're going to have someone else reposition over here. And the wolves are going to start moving. Chance, you hear the sound of barking. The way a man would being hunted in a jungle. And they are hot on your trail. Next up is Ez, and she is going to give She's gonna try to make that strength check. She... And you hear a... And she's like starting to break through these roots. Next up. This one's going to reposition over here. Fly, my wolves, fly! And more come. These are going to dash. Alright. Finally, the last druid hangs back with her. And the Siamese twin turns to her friend and whispers something in a language not but one of you know. This wolf is going to dash down. And I'm gonna... Technically, these wolves should be farther along. Alright.
Even with the difficult terrain?
So, like, a little bit further back. I'm kind of loosing.
Yeah, I get it.
There you go. Happy? Alright. I'll start measuring. Alright, Chance, it's your turn.
Alright. Okay, seeing him, he's kind of waiting. He's biding his time, but he definitely sees Ez. So, as his bonus action, his extra hasted action, I'm going to dash. So, this round, I can move a total of 180 feet. In a kind of a whirlwind here. So a couple things. He's going to run right up to this wolf. Right about here, I suppose. And just line up like let's see, let me get my range just right. I believe it is 100 feet line is my lightning bolt. So that actually is just about perfect for... ideally, I'm trying to get...
I see what you're trying to do.
Trying to make a line between so-and-so, so-and-so maybe, and then definitely these two. It's like 5 foot in diameter, so it kind of has like a square or square and a half on diagonal.
You got it.
All right, cool. Then he will line up like lightning bolt. Ugh. 3rd level.
Oh shit. Let's see what this wolf can do. Succeed. Which druid are you aiming for? Siamese or the non-Siamese?
Let's do that. Let's do the non-Siamese just for the moment too.
Make my day, girl. 31 lightning damage. As the Siamese speaks her last, the druid and falls down. And this girl, down she goes, but this wolf takes half. It don't matter.
15, yeah.
The wolf and the druid both get fried and they go down.
All right. And still, like, that's part of his, like, running speed as he's running forward, just this crack of lightning that lifts him another 10 feet. Bonus action. So he kind of lands and does a little catch step. So he was right here. 40, or what was that? 35, 45. He still has quite a bit of movement left.
And you can ignore 10 feet of difficult terrain with your little kip up in the wind.
Yeah. In fact, well, since he's dashing, he can ignore it all. Since he's mobile.
All right, where are you going?
But now he's kind of weave. It's like a little zip. 15, 30. So I guess he'll just, go 50. And then he's got... what's this looking like over here? If I can get to 150 over here.
You have to be at the 140 mark.
140.
Or 160, excuse me. That would give it to you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stay, I think. So, whoop, it's right about here.
Yeah, something like that.
Sounds good.
You zip left and right, and the wolves are suddenly caught off their guard. They have nowhere to run, but then they see you. They catch your scent, even if it's just as light as the wind itself. And the Vistana. Hold still, Avenir. I still haven't paid you back for what you did. And once again, the Vistana spy. This time she's going to make a single attack with an advantage. Good lord, Ez is just... She got one of her legs free and she's like kicking this knife away. Like, she ain't letting nobody touch her, but this woman is so pissed. She's gonna back up. Hold her down. Bring her to the earth if you have to. With pleasure. And Ez is like... "Ugh! Ah!" The bloodroots start pulling her into the ground and she starts taking damage. It's small, but this shit stings. Bloodroots start to encapsulate. They pierce her skin and start to siphon the life out of Ezmerelda. Next up is the other spy. Alright. Where are you, little man? Where are you hiding? There are trees blocking her field of view. She's going to go this way and pull out a bow and arrow and prepare an action. Next up is the Berserker. Patrolling the area. He holds at the ready. This wolf is out of initiative order. However, this wolf is not. How far can it get? Let me check the movement speed of a wolf really quick. 40 feet. I'm actually going to roll an intelligence check on this asshole. There he is. I'm gonna go get him. Yes, I am here. Oh, I got to him. Now what? It's Ez's turn. Come on, Ez. Strength check. Get out of there. Ugh. They're 1, lashing her arms together. 2, bringing that leg in. 3, wrapped around her neck and she's just getting pulled down. Next up is the druid. Stop him! And she's going to prepare an action. The other 2 druids are... Actually, there are only 2 other druids. Alright, next up is the wolf. This one is going to start circling around this way. And this one is going to start circling up around this way. And they're getting ready too. This one is no longer in order. Next up is the Siamese. She's pissed. And Chance, you hear someone in the distance, several feet away. They are well 100 feet away from you, and you hear someone call up to the sky. My lord, grant us your power. And something happens. Something strange happens. They're starting to close in. And the Siamese is going to take her first move. She's going to stand over here and wait. Chance, it's your turn. Oh wait, there's 2 more wolves. Can this wolf reach you? That's a good question.
I already...
Okay. Not this one.
This one? I'm sure. No, this one has not. You're right.
And this one has. Alright. That one's gonna get you right here, but he can't attack you. He dashed. Chance, it is your turn again.
All right. Kind of getting the too close to him. It's just like a flick of his wrist to the side as I am going to Thunder Wave. But before I do, it kind of carries him like the wind once more. Kind of whoosh, carries him up here, and a pulse of thunder should hit both of these.
And
it does not provoke attack opportunities.
Wow. Okay.
Specifically, yeah, it's a little nimble trick. Just at first level.
All right. They take damage.
And if they fail their saves, they get knocked back.
And what is the save? Constitution. Got it.
Constitution.
All right. Wolf closest to you. Wolf further away. Ooh, yes, they do. Both of them How far
And
back?
this one right next to me is going to take a Heart of the Storm. Kind of little. There's just like a natural bit of lightning that seems to surround him for an extra 3 thunder damage. So this one takes 7. And this one will only take.
And they get
4.
flung back 10 feet. And they skid to a halt. And they start barking wildly.
And then he shouts. He's hold on, Ez, and will take his hasted action to dash. So I can move 90 feet. We'll just do it like that. Well, through the thicket, sure. Right up here. That's 90.
All right.
And then
2 actions get provoked. The druid here, and this.
No, I slipped. Held actions. Yes, correct.
That is correct.
My bad.
All right.
Go ahead.
2 held spells. One of which was an entangle.
Here we go.
Strength.
It's a strength saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here goes.
Oh!
Forgot they were strength saving throws. I thought they were dex.
No, they are
well.
strength, my boy. Oh. All right. Well, Chance, they get you. I'm gonna put you there so we can see your
feels him up
beautiful
around
face.
his legs. And he's like, oh, shit.
Yes, Peanut Gallery, he can still cast spells. Everybody's panicking. All right. So, and she activates her ability. She is going to send, they both rather, conjoined at the waist. Both of them clap their hands together and 4 hands reach towards the heavens, 2 fingers out, and dark missiles, akin to magic missiles, kind of launch from their hands. 4 of them, in fact, come flying towards you. Bam! And they're going to deal an interesting amount of damage. Because they have 4 hands for the purposes of this spell, it is the equivalent of 2 casters casting the same spell at the same time. So that is 5 and 4, which is 9 points of damage.
Total?
Total.
All right, I need to make a constitution check. Oh, no. This is a big one. If I fail it, it's game.
You're good. All right. You succeed for now. It is now the Vistana's turn. And she looks fondly upon what has transpired. Yes! Yes! And she's going to fly 15, 30, 40, 50, 60, right here. And as she runs, she starts pulling 2 daggers and spinning them in her fingers with just the look of a kid in a candy store. Next up is the druid. Using both of her hands, stabs a staff into the ground and the roots start to pull Ez under. She is down to her ankles. We will find out, 5 rounds, Ez will be under the earth. Next up is the spy. She hears this. It would be, sorry, right here. That's 60. She was not able to expend her current action, and she dashed to get where she is now to be, I believe, in range of you. All right. Next up is the Berserker. And he is going to start closing in. He is all too happy to make mincemeat out of you. Next up, we got the Wolves. The whole peanut gallery here. This one's gonna get mad and start flying off to his friends. Doot. He has to end here. And next up is Ezmerelda. Ezmerelda is... Come on. She's wrapped up way too tight. She's fighting this thing. She's like jerking her head back and forth and it's just not working. And she's getting pulled under. But then she starts to... She starts breathing a little calmer. Next up is the druid. You wretched little man. You think this would be fun and games. And she's gonna cast Charm Person on you.
Ooh.
At first level. These don't have to be so bad. Some kind of trickery, like, flicks at the strings of your mind and you shake it off.
Get out of my head!
Fine. We'll let the animals handle you. And the wolves come flying. And they start circling you, Chance. And the Siamese takes a slow approach towards you. And in that eerie, synchronized voice, nowhere to run. And kind of like a Shiva, 2 arms are pointed at you like finger guns. And from behind them, like 2 arms are pointed up and over their shoulders like someone's holding up finger guns from behind where the woman is facing the front. And it's weird because sometimes they'll spin around and their arms will shift so that the male is now pointing finger guns at you. They seem to be preparing an action, and they're having fun. 2 more wolves. 2 more wolves. These guys come running up. They're right about here. This guy's more like this, and this guy's more like this. But Chance, while it is your turn, there is someone who would be dying to speak with you. Things aren't looking too good, aren't they?
He's kind of like really panicked, trying to like pull his legs free as the wolves are kind of closing in. And he gives a little look to the girl. What do you want? What do you want? Now is not a good time.
Now is the best time, I think. You will give me something in return if you want me to help you.
What? What? You want a lollipop? And he's still stressed. He's trying to like wrench these things free.
I will help you. You merely need to accept my gift. All you have to say is Kiem Luna. Can you say that for me? You will thank me later.
And he's gonna he's gonna look over to Ez, and he's just kind of seeing her getting wrapped up, seeing the things all around him. All right. I think something happens here first, where he is still gonna try to blast these things away. I think it would be
She'll disappear.
Shatter.
For now.
Right about here, so it'd hit the druid and the wolf.
You got it. Alright, druid maintaining the spell. Alright, she's got to roll a constitution.
Correct.
Concentration, excuse me. Let's see how she does. She succeeds,
she gets it.
but she still takes damage. In addition,
she
also has
it's
to roll-
inanimate.
she also has to roll constitution in general. For half damage, is that right?
Correct. And this wolf will take an additional 3 thunder from Heart of the Storm.
You got it. Constitution for him.
He
Succeed.
beats it.
All right.
So
What's
6, 9 total thunder for the wolf, and then 6 for the druid, I believe.
You chip him down. Chance, you still technically have a movement you can think about.
My movement is 0, but I still have a hasted action.
You
So he's
do.
kind of panicking, and he's looking around. He's like, "God damn it!" And reaching into his belt, he takes a potion of healing, and will quaff it. I have only 1 remaining.
All right.
For 9 points of healing.
9 to you, which gives you a grand total of 35.
33, I think.
33? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were
I
at...
was at 24.
Oh, okay. Because I can't math.
I thought so originally too. I was like, oh man. All right, but this is not good. So he's trying to get himself free, and he's panicking now. And his options didn't work. And I think he's going to kind of just here. What was the What was the actual phrase? If you don't mind repeating for the player, not Chance.
Damn it, James. Kiem Luna. Or Kiem Luna.
All right. He is, in fact, as kind of these things are wrapping around him and his magic is waning, he starts to utter the phrase, Kiem. Luna.
Chance. Something happens inside you. This... You feel the inside of your body. Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. You and you bend and arc in 3 different ways, and you're starting to tremble, and you're starting to sweat, and even the druids are kind of like curious, and the wolves are starting to growl like... And Chance, your bones break and bend, and something snaps inside of you. Something that's been inside you this whole time. Something lurking. I have sent you a message via Discord. And we are going to take this to something else, as the circumstances have changed.
Oh no.
You have become the beast. And everything around you is just hostile creatures. You look left, you look right, you are covered in brambles, but these things feel like string to you. You could break them if you so wanted, and you feel so powerful. It's freeing, it's liberating. Chance, you turn into a creature on all fours, the lightning in your eyes.
Oh my god.
You feel different, and it feels so good. All right, next up is the Vistana's turn. She's gonna come in dashing. Like this. She circles you, not sure of what to make. The druid is also uncertain. They're circling you, but she casts a spell on you. She's gonna try to charm you.
Okay.
Once again, Chance, you have advantage on the saving throw.
Let's see. This is a wisdom with advantage.
You beat it. The
He's just
barbarian
listening to the beat, yeah.
lunges straight towards you and comes down at you with this axe, raging as he does. Once, twice. Only one of them hits you. Chance, you only take 6 points of slashing damage. You have the same immunities. All right. Actually, it's a non-silvered weapon. Would you take any damage?
I don't think lycanthropes do, no. But
He
I'm not
comes
sure how
down
you
with
do
an
it
axe,
there,
and it just kind of cuts fur, and that tickled. Next up are the wolves, and they start flanking you with pack tactics. They're coming at you. Only 2 of them get attacks. All right. This is with advantage. 1, 2. One of them is actually going to hit you. And but it only deals so much. Chance, you only take 7 points of damage. All right, Ez, come on. She's watching something horrifying happening. All right, noted. The druids are deeply concerned. They're moving around. And they're starting to encircle you. And the Siamese fires at you. Once more, they call upon their sacred power. In half, you take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Oof. Am I concentrating on haste or anything, or is that a... I'm not sure how we wanted to do that.
You're still hasted, but
Oh.
it's just nothing's really done enough to you. It's weird. This is so different. But it's your turn.
All right. He's feeling all of these things around him, and I think like, I almost think in like Chance's like mind's eye or something, he's still like looking at his arms as if they were his own, but he just feels this kind of primal power. But his eyes are blood red, and he can't see really anything around him other than danger and shapes and this kind of hunger vision. But he will kind of rear back and targeting no one in particular. He is just going to like rear up and then dig these claws like into the dirt. And I am going to do this this thing. All right, I'm gonna do the Dark Storm.
You call upon something horrible from the heavens. Would you like to describe that as per the description, please?
Sure, absolutely. So, I guess it's sort of in his mind. I guess there's almost two things happening. So he sees something, but there's also an objective something as well. In his subjective, he's just sort of like grasping at the roots once more and just shouting up to the sky. It's like a plead, it's a beg, but it's this sort of primal anger, and it's just like this sort of lightning smashing all around him, indiscriminate. Objectively, it is something a little different. It's this beast that just roars and lightning cracks and booms around him, but it's this like black, almost red-hued lightning, and it seems to come kind of like from a looming cloud that hangs above him. It's even kind of low to the ground.
All right, very cool. So, dark clouds gather in the sky and funnel down to the ground, centering on this beast on the earth, and whips violently around him, and everyone in a 15-foot radius receives this horrible damage. All right. And they need to make a Constitution saving throw. So there are 4 wolves around you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 1 berserker. And 2 druids. Oh, excuse me, that's a dex. 1, 2. All right. Okay, pass. Pass, fail. Fail, pass, 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 fail.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First of all, 1 druid goes down. This wolf is still alive. This berserker is not looking too happy, but it's doing a substantial amount of damage. This, however, does require concentration, so if you want to maintain this, you have to end haste, but you can use this for 1 action if you so choose.
Oh.
And it regens on a d6, so roll a 6 on a d6 on your turn, and it will regen.
Well, I think it's a little dangerous to drop haste. I think I'll just it's like a single burst, if you don't mind.
You got it. The clouds dispersing in this momentary black funnel of a tornado. Away. The game has changed now. The Vistana spy backs up, as does the druid and her wolf companion, and they're going to try doing things in a different way. I need you to roll a strength check, Chance.
Very well. Does...
They're going to try pulling you into the earth if they can't kill you.
Okay, yeah.
You do
Oh, no.
not succeed. Chance, oh chance, oh chance. Here we go. You are trapped in the roots. And you start feeling your body getting pulled into the earth. You have 10 rounds before you are taken by the Gulthias roots. Fun fact, I found out I've been saying it wrong this whole time, kind of like a filter fish. All right. Next up is the Vistana spy. She turns her eyes from wherever Ezmerelda is. You can't tell. She starts looking towards you. Oh, is that so? She aims 2 arrows and flicks them. Does a 14 hit your AC?
Not well hasted, no. I have 17.
All right. 5 points of piercing. These arrows are magical. All right, next up is the Berserker. He's gonna come down again. 1, 2. Natural 20.
Oh, but does his axe do nothing?
This time it does do something.
Okay, very good.
The druids are starting to get smart. They're not stupid. They know how the world works. You notice that this entity fighting beside you right here is wielding an axe, and it has some kind of weird scent to it. You can almost see something kind of flitting off of it, like a weird mist. You do take 13 points of slashing. It is now the wolf's turn, who's gonna come in after you. Pack tactics. Gonna bite you with an advantage. It'll hit, but it simply jumps on your back and it doesn't do anything. Ezmerelda, now is the time. Now is the time to do something. All right. Next up is the druid. The druid is going to cast magic weapon to the other Vistana spy and move this way. These wolves are out of the initiative. And the Siamese is going to move this way. Finger guns once again go flying into the air. A guaranteed 12 points of damage, 14 points of damage.
Oh. He's still upright, but he's not looking great.
He is not looking great. Things are looking bad for you. These 2 wolves are dead. It's your turn.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I've kept the haste up, though. All right. I think he's just, feeling these things flank him from all over. But he is going to just dig into whatever it was that plunged this axe into him.
You have multi-attack.
Yeah, and I have an extra attack, too. Hell yeah. Okay. So it's just, ripping with his claws. This will be 3 attacks.
Oh god, wow, the 14 does hit. 3
Or 2 of them hit, right? 21 points of slashing.
Oh my god. He's not looking good.
And he's just ripping into him. He's still getting trapped and still getting pulled down, but it's just this feral attitude.
Chance, there's something inside you that kind of likes it.
Oh, absolutely.
One of the Vistana spies shrieks seeing the Berserker get attacked. And she books it. She books it. And jumps on you. 2 daggers in. 1, 2.
This is a hit.
One of them hits, and you take 3 points of piercing damage as these tiny little daggers just stick into you. And you hear someone screaming, "Get off of him!" The druid's going to work fast to continue pulling you into the ground. This one's maintaining concentration. I'm going to put a little timer on you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is now round 9. We are on round 9 right now. Next up is the Vistana spy. She's going to leash 2 of her arrows, 1, 2, into your side. However, only one of these is a magical arrow. Ooh! Magical arrow hits your hide but kind of bounces off playfully from one of the bones on your spine and... Ugh! That felt funny. But the other one hits, but fails to do anything. Next up is the Berserker. The Berserker's gonna try and continue to fight you off. 1, 2. Only one of them hits, and that's 10 points of slashing damage to you, Chance.
Alright.
The wolf just keeps tearing. Whether or not I do actually roll for him, it matters not. This wolf is just tearing at your back and pinning, actually, the berserker to the ground.
There it is, and just that hit, I guess, breaks his haste, which sends him into a wave of lethargy where he is, in essence, he loses his turn.
Ezmerelda, one more time. Slowly but surely. Next up is the druid. This is the Vistana. The druid is going to help pull you down, and she's going to spend her whole action trying to move down that counter. So,
fair enough.
Next up is the Siamese. And the Siamese needs to roll a d6, who does not regain the use of her little pea shooters, and instead is going to attend to something else far over here. Chance, it's your turn.
All right. He loses his turn. But I do have a question about the recharge on that thing.
Every time it's your turn, you roll a d6, my dude.
All right. Well, cool. You do that.
Roll twice. Nope. Ooh. Come on, gambling man. You need a 6.
That's all right.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think he's just like, when he was struck by that blade, he's like, it's almost like a moment where things start slowing down. Time begins kind of reverting back, but at the same time, too, it like lulls him into this like moment of kind of abrupt sadness, where he's trying to search the crowd for Ez, but can't quite see her. So he's even just like speaking to himself, even just like, hold on, Ez, I'm coming. And then I guess when he's kind of still beaten down more and more, he just gets angry.
This druid, the Vistana spy, 2 more little knives go into your back.
My AC is only 15 now.
But her weapons, these weapons are silvered. Or one of them's magical, because there's 2 in her hand. You take 4 points of piercing damage, but you do not take the 8. Druid is going to run over to her friend over here and start telling her, and pointing to something off in the distance. The Vistana spy is run out of magical arrows. She's going to fire at you regardless. More arrows just pincushion into you, Chance, but you don't feel anything. But you may feel this. The berserker is going to actually attempt to grapple you. And fails. Trying to wrestle you to the ground. This wolf hops off and starts backing up, being called by the owner. Something's going on. You don't know what. Next up is the other druid. She's going to make that counter keep going down. The Siamese is going to run off and attend to something. Chance, it's back to you.
All right, he's got his 2 threats right next to him, but he's gonna go into the soft one. Actually, no, he's still going for this fucking berserker. Yeah, absolutely. This will be 2 attacks.
First, roll a d6.
Oh, yes, that's right. Hey!
Oh!
Maybe never mind. All right. I think I'll do the Dark Storm, but I think what kind of goes through his mind now, or sort of cinematically, he's like trying to grab onto this this berserker with his claws, and I think he's trying to like hold his head on both sides if he can, and then just shout like a fusroda of lightning, and then once more it's just these beaming pillars like start sparking all around it.
Once again, the sky goes black and lightning fills the atmosphere. Everyone caught in the ring. It's the wolf, it's the Vistana, it's the berserker. Let's see what happens. They roll a constitution. The berserker fails. Oh. Ooh, that was a good roll. The wolf... No, here's the berserker, never mind. Oh, he fails too! They all fail! Oh shit! Chance, you scream into this berserker's face and lightning just from from your very teeth itself, almost as if each of them were little pins of these electromagnetic, just these needles, and they shock him to the core, and you see his skeleton kind of flash under his body, and he just fries like a chicken. That could have gone better. And down they go. 1,
I think
2.
even thematically, he's still just like digging into this berserker, just like, get out of my way, damn it!
And you just start tearing him apart, and limbs go flying, and the Vistana screams her last for her little lover, who falls before her eyes, and then she falls shortly after, meeting a gruesome end. The Vistana, the Berserker, and this wolf are all out of the turn order. The druid is now torn between the lesser of two evils. And she is going to... She cries to the others, Cinema! Cinema! And once again, the druids just start pulling you under. And this gets down to 6. This Vistana spy, she's cutting her losses. She runs over here. She cries to the Siamese. And the Siamese is calling back to her. You go tell the others. We'll handle this. And she is going to get ready to flee. It is now Ezmerelda's turn. Something strange is going on. We're going to leave that to the imagination. The druid is also going to use her turn. She's pulling you under. And the Siamese, she's going to roll her d6. Come on, come on. Oh, not enough. She can't see you in there, but she will tend to something else. And I do need to have her roll. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. Beams of fire go flying as they go just like streaking off in 3 different directions. There's something running in the tree line. You can't tell quite what it is. Chance, it's your turn. You are still entangled.
Jeez. But I can sense that there's something still close to me, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Anything in that black aura.
I'm going to use this kind of mental caster thing. And he has a single word, just leash. And he kind of like reaches forward, and I'm going to try to lightning lure this thing right up next to me.
All right.
Since it is only a verbal component. Meets it, beats it.
You catch something in your darkness, and it's fighting you like a fisherman would to a fish. The druid needs to maintain concentration.
Oh, I don't think there's any damage, unfortunately.
No damage? All right, then that makes this easy.
As long as it doesn't get pulled. Yeah, he's still just fighting it. Trying to reel her in.
Chance, I need you to roll another strength check.
I can do that. Unfortunately, I almost feel like sure, this form is strong, but it's just so unwieldy in the anger, and like, you know, as durable as it may be, he hasn't figured out exactly how to use its strength.
You're a glass cannon, my dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right, down you go into the earth once again. Things aren't looking good. The Vistana spy books it. She is now out of initiative order. Something strange is happening. This person is getting attacked. Next up is the druid over here. She's going to try and make her way out of and look around and not really see anything. The Siamese. Oh, Siamese is not happy. There's some kind of weird something going on outside over here. Chance, it's your turn.
All right. Oh Jesus! That I'm gonna keep pulling on this rope thematically. I'm just trying to bring her in. If I can't reach people, I want to bring them to me. It's just like this desperate pull.
All right, let's see if they got this. It is just a druid after all. Oh no! And now they have to roll.
Pulled right up next to him, and there's some lightning damage.
All right, roll for it, my friend.
It is 12.
In addition to the damage done by your area of effect.
Oh, the area of effect thing is for the damage.
Oh my god! You pull this person in and they just get eviscerated in the black swirling winds. This druid is now out of combat. And Chance, you feel part of the entanglement lessen on you. You might be able to break out of this, you think, if you choose to move. But the druid is going to keep bringing you under. You have 3 rounds before you are submerged into the earth. Completely.
Oh, jeez.
And the Siamese, there's just something going on. You don't know. It's strange. Two people are now fighting in the rounds. And this one is going to I'm going to have them roll a d8. They're going to move this way. And they are out of your radius. Chance, it's back to you.
All right. I think this time, seeing nothing around him and feeling he's desperately searching. Where are they? Where are they? And seeing that they're not around him, he's just gonna start to pull and try to rip as best as he can at these vines holding him down.
Strength check with advantage.
Full action here.
This is made to break an object. You beat it. You are no longer entangled.
All right. I think he's kind of wrenching himself free. He kind of climbs out and even on the ground, he's kind of crawling a bit, and then just starts to push himself up. And once more, he's still feeling that pounding in his chest. It's like this adrenaline, boom, 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 boom. And he is looking around. For him, the fight is far from over. I think he's gonna kind of pick a target. That was his action to kind of get out, but next turn, he's still going after people.
All right.
Where are you? Ez.
Moving on. Things are happening. The druid is she is not letting you go. There is no way. But is she more fearful for herself? She can't see you. She doesn't have visual on you. So she's going to do the one thing she knows best. And start to kind of skirt around this storm and help her friends. The other druid. Oh, there's still a wolf left over. Whoops, my bad. They're going to send it into the fray to see if it's safe, and it's going to go charging at you. Would you mind rolling that damage for me real quick? This is a dumb wolf.
Are you? I can happily roll damage if that's what you're asking. 25.
Something entered your radius and just got eviscerated. It is gone.
Like a pulp of wolf.
Chance, it's your turn.
All right. Turning. Running on all fours. What's the movement speed with this? Is it still my normal 45 or?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. And I'm gonna roll up right to this one.
Actually, it would be 50. You get 5 additional movement.
Oh, well, I think I'll stay exactly where I... Actually, you know what? No, I want to... Well, no, never mind. My grapple's shit anyway. Never mind. I'm just going to attack.
All right, go for it.
All right. 2 attacks on her. Oh, wait. She can't see, right?
Now she can't, and she entered your radius.
Oh, then I have elven accuracy on these. That is a triple advantage. So a 21 and a 24.
All right. Both hit. Chance, you find someone and you... Go ahead, describe it for me. How would you like to eviscerate this druid?
Yeah, he's I think once more he's running up and he's searching kind of through the darkness himself a little bit. He sees these kind of moving, almost like infrared shapes. They're kind of unclear. You can't even see their faces. And he'll just kind of run forward and grab one right just by the face, and the other one is, I think he just plunges his claws into her chest, just burrows them. And still though, there's this sort of dark storm, this power around him that is not only the strength of the wolf but of the storms themselves. And so this lightning just courses into her, kind of around his arm, and it just shoots out of her back.
Damn, there's a hole in her rib cage and you can only barely see the crispy straw of a spine as she falls limp and out. All right.
And he'll spend the next 10 going right up here.
All right. And with that same damage, Poink, you just kind of bite it and throw it, and it... the lightning destroys it. All right, next up. Something is circling inside your radius. The fight is not over. Whatever it is, it seems to be looking for a way in. All right. And we're gonna move this. Next up is the druid. She's gonna... Oh, you killed her. Never mind. Coming this way, this one is going to call out once again, and the Shiva arms will take a form. They're going to cast Dispel Magic on you.
Ooh.
But, per the rules of Dispel Magic, let me see if this is a range or a touch. That defines and changes everything.
I believe it is a range.
It is, in fact, a range. All right.
Very cool.
The DC is equal to 10 plus the spell level. All right, all right. So she has to roll using her spellcasting modifier. So I'm going to roll this from scratch.
Sure thing. Yeah, I'm playing with abilities I don't even fully understand, so I'm just, this is in your hands, you know? I'm along for the ride.
It passes. Chance. The lightning cloud and dark storm surrounding you disperses. There you are. And they're gonna move this way. Chance.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh wait, they need to roll a d6. I forgot to roll their d6s. I have to
Go
roll
ahead.
3. 1, 2. Oh, they got it back! They got it back. One casts Dispel Magic. The other uses their arms and brings out the finger guns.
Here it goes.
All right. It's 5 damage.
All right. He's feeling it too. Those hit him hard.
All right. Who are you going to go after next?
Oh, the Shiva.
All right. Go for it.
I think he'd make some kind of witty remark about an operation, but he's just so angry. he just rushes right in.
Rah, 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 rah. something. All right.
Yeah.
Pounding down on all fours. All right. Roll it, baby.
Here it is, just ripping claws. But I'm actually gonna do. I want to do one little thing here as well. It's less damage, but it's more fun. I think it's a little more feral. Okay, and I'm gonna do my first ever Wolfie bite.
All right.
Oof. As I think he's losing a part of himself now. He's like, he would never have ever thought to like bite somebody, but he's going for it.
Okay. All right. The bite does not hit. And they block it. They just grab your jaw with like 2 of their arms while the other 2 pull you, like push you up. One of them is face first into the ground. It's a very odd display to attack conjoined twins like this. But your claws land.
Oh yeah, and I'm just gonna rake her across the chest, just digging deep.
All right, 11 points of slashing, noted. This one is going to take their action. They're gonna chance the attack of opportunity.
Ooh.
And they're going to start going into the forest line. And She's gonna start melding with a tree. She's not looking good. One of the arms is clearly broken. And although one will just out of fucking no, not even out of fucking spite. They need their full magic, especially with one of the arms broken. All right. One remains.
All right.
Chance, it's your turn.
I feel like so he sees this woman just like start to disappear, and he's actually going to rush after her.
All right.
Flying at the tree, like hoping he can find her within it. Just like, come back, or I'm not done with you. And he's just digging, biting, and digging and biting, and
All right.
if he can't reach her, then he will turn to the last one who remains and start
They
kind of
start
approaching
circling
like a cat.
you.
Yeah, likewise. He circles back.
And they lunge for you. Meet you halfway, right here.
Whew.
And it is an ugly scene. Claws go wild. Let me fix this. For the intents and purposes of this attack, you notice something funny about this person. They're coming at you with claws. 1, 2, 3. All right, the first one misses you, but the second one seems to hit. The third one, what is your AC?
15.
Third one misses, and it is just this mean fight. Chance. You take 11 points of damage, and you
geez.
even feel the spark of fire at one point just kind of get inside you. And that's when you get a good look. This isn't a person. This is a wolf.
Oh, Jesus. His eyes go wide. Good God. No. Ez! Damn it, where are you? Ez! But he's got 7 hit points left. Oh, jeez. He's like...
All right, Chance, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
Okay. I think he's trying to he's trying to buy time. He does not know where Ez is, and he doesn't. This thing is hitting him hard, so he's actually going to take the dodge action and just try to fight as defensively as he can, trying to get around these hits.
Would you like to roll a d6?
Sure.
No dice.
Yeah, all right. So that's why he's fighting defensively. He can't feel that power of the storm, and he's just trying to catch these claws as best as he can, or avoid them. And that is going to be his turn.
The wolf starts circling you and attempts to pin you, or rather grapple you.
Oh yeah, chances Greco-Roman. Oh, but he's slippery though. I can still avoid it with acrobatics. That's right.
Yeah, you two start dancing. And things are getting ugly. All right, your turn, Chance.
At this point, he's just like I imagine almost a moment where he's kind of grappled with her, or this creature, and he just kind of ducks under another blow, and he's just shouting at the top of his lungs. But he's shouting Ez, but it just comes out as this huge roar. He's going to continue taking the dodge action for the moment.
Once again.
Oh, but I need a d6.
You need a d6. You need that 6, buddy.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for. To turn the tide, but he's got to hold off until then.
They're coming at you again. One more. Roll it again, buddy.
Oh no.
And they grab you by the neck and throw you to the ground and then just start standing on top of you. And you are going to take a d6 of fire damage as their teeth just burn and... All right, Chance, your turn.
Sweating, he's bloody. Is it at the start of my turn or the end of my turn that I roll?
Start of your turn.
The start?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. All right.
Oh, dice, Fred. How are you going to save the situation?
Well, funnily enough, he cannot take the dodge action now that he is grappled, since he cannot benefit from anything that would use his movement speed. So he's gonna have to counter here with a claw and a bite, just trying at the neck.
All right, go for it. Ooh!
And if the bite hits as well.
Both hit.
Oh, that's minimum damage on the slash. Yikes.
Not looking good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ah, Jesus. He's trying. He's doing what he can.
And the jaws are gonna slowly come down and squeeze. And it's going to choke the life out of you. But somehow, you're like holding on in there. Chance, it's your turn.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Hands on, like, I imagine, like, hands on this thing's jaw as it's trying to, like, it's its only thing to move. I'm gonna try to break a grapple, I believe.
Roll a d6.
Oh, that's right, d6. No, I rolled a d6 last round. I got a 5. This time I got a 1. I believe. I think you can. I forget if you take an action to like escape a grapple. If you can use acrobatics or athletics, or which one it has to be. I know to make a grapple, it has to be athletics.
I think you could also use athletics to escape a grapple as well. I think it's acrobatics to avoid it when it first happens, but to get out of it, you need an athletics. But that's my ruling, because that seems appropriate.
I'm fine for it, yeah.
According to Zhana, you can use both to escape, so... I mean, I don't know. I'm a little biased, but I'll play by the rules.
I'm fine with either. I mean, I see this as more of like a strength push anyway. I'll lean into it.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
Oh shit!
All right, he's trying to push with all he's got. Just this primal rage of.
All right. You get out of the wolf's jaws. You still have movement.
Yeah, well, he will move to stand up, I suppose. So at least he's face to face with this thing. But I mean, he's also like kind of sagging and he's breathing heavy, and there's just like blood on his side, on his shoulder, and he's just like face to face with this thing.
And this
You're
thing's
not gonna stop me.
facing
Can't
you
be.
back.
Not you.
It's breathing pretty heavy too.
And that's my turn.
It's gonna end it. Full round attack. Slowly, though, one by one. First claw.
Oh, Jesus, that does just enough damage. I'm at 1 hit point.
And kind of cinematic effect sends you throwing back. You're at real low health. Your brain's getting fuzzy. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw to maintain this form.
Okay. Not my greatest trait. Wisdom saving throw? Oh, shit. Oh, shit!
You maintain. It's the only thing... It's the only thing that really is giving you life right now. And the wolf, like barks at you.
He's like, I imagine if he has a moment too, to kind of, he's still cinematically speaking. He's like, I've been running all my life. I'm not leaving you. Take one more step, it'll be your last. And he's like even hobbling closer to it, and as it's coming to him.
The wolf just stares at you. Chance, it's your turn.
Oh. 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 All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a big blast. Kind of another like grapple with the thing as I'm just shouting, and it's just this like primal. And like tears are welling up in his eyes as he's just refusing to give up. He's fighting to the absolute last breath, doing everything he can to try to get back to Ez. He can't even see her. He's afraid. He's just gonna blast with a dark storm.
Oh my god. It comes out of you like a disgusting burst of wind. I say disgusting, but like you well up like this tiny little supernova and you and lightning flies everywhere. So the game has changed once again, Chance. The wolf gets sent back and completely reduced to 0. And your dark aura is swirling around you. Chance, you look at the wolf that's been breathing heavily this whole time, and it changes into the fallen form of your compatriot.
Oh no. Just Ez. Oh god. Oh god.
For the first time, you look at your hands. What have you become?
And he's like swallowing, looking down, and just his eyes are just covered in this watery sheen of tears. And I guess if I can will it away, I'll will away the storm. But I don't know if I can will away this beast.
All hostile creatures are gone.
So I guess if he's like stepping towards her and he's just kind of like tripping over himself and kind of falling, catches himself at a knee and just almost like crawls right to her side to see if she's still alive. Ez, oh god, hold on. Oh, please be alive. Are you all right, Ez?
Let's find out. You want to do anything in this time?
I think he's like, he basically like feels around and he puts like a hand on her neck to feel for a pulse, but his own hands are just bloody. Like his coat has been torn up to his sleeves. Anything that was on him is just like blood soaked from the forearms down, and he's just feeling, but it's like slippery. And he puts his face like really close to hers. Come on, Ez. Shit, and he's gonna fumble for a potion with his wet hands. He's got one last potion left. Come on. And he's gonna like put like a finger in her mouth to open her jaw, and he's just gonna try to like glug with this thing inside.
All right, roll the health. For a moment, you hear a almost as if her last breath escaped her. And for that moment, all hope seems to fade. But sure enough...
As you're alive. Good God. What have I done?
And she kind of looks up at you. She doesn't say anything. She just limps back down and goes under. She's exhausted. And the rain falls down upon you both. Chance, what do you do?
He's just sobbing, I think, at this point, and he's like kind of grabbing the the tufts of her shirt and like right at her collar, and he's just trying to weakly pull her a little upwards, but he's exhausted himself too, so he kind of falls in the mud of this rain, and he's just kind of like slipping around for a bit. I think he is literally going to try to kind of drag her over to some of these, like, maybe looks like stone ruins or something. He's just going to keep dragging her just a little further into the shade. And if he can, he just kind of gets to the edge of this open circle and just, like, kind of, like, holds her, I guess. And just collapses back against a tree or against a rock. And has her kind of in his arms. It's all right. Everything's gonna be all right. Just, I'm sorry.
Right.
And that'll be it.
And that is where we're going to end the session of Chance and Ez
Oh, Jesus Christ.
facing down death at its worst.
Oh no.
Oh
I just got
my
killed. Are you kidding me? I have 1 hit point.
One.
Oh my god.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to scream.
Really
That was
bad
unreal.
posture because I was like hunched over my laptop, just like staring at the screen though.
Yeah, same.
Oh no. You
1 HP.
lucky
I
motherfucker.
can't even
Oh,
believe
Lord.
that.
Oh.
Thank God you had all the healing potions.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna keep them all forever. You can
They're all
always use
gone.
them.
That was the last one. Like,
Oh my gosh, if you would have used it.
if I would have used it, I would have had nothing.
Ez
Oh
was
my
1 death save away.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Ah.